good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, my people, depending on which part of the world you are. My name is Bruno, and this is the Journey of Youth. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. Also, greetings and love and kisses and hugs to all my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Let's get to the point. Recently I was having a conversation with somebody, which I won't mention the name. However, probably every 10 years, the UK, not just the UK, America, UK, but let's speak specifically about the UK because that's where I live and that's where I see gang life from young people. Every 10 years, maybe 20 years or 15 years, we get once in a generation gang related films. When I was growing up, for example, in the UK, the one movie that changed the generation forever was Kid Out Hood. And then I would say probably my sister's generation, she's 18, 20, 19, 21. It was, one movie came out, I think it's Blue Story. It's called Blue Story. Every once in a while, we get those type of stereotypical films about black community, gang-related movies. Why am I talking about this? The reason why I'm talking about this is because the conversation I was having with this person recently was about how she mentioned that, you know what, I don't know whether it's now that we gotten older that we realizing and witnessing and seeing a lot of black couples, a lot of family dynamic within the black community. Because when we were young, we never used to clock that or notice that. But now we see a lot of well put together black families, and there's a lot of we're seeing a lot of men taking their responsibility, black men in particular, taking the responsibility of raising a family. I don't know whether it's because we are that age where we're noticing these type of things. I don't know whether it's because we've got children now that we're not noticing these things. However, it is stereotypically known within the black community that the father is never around. However, this has changed. But at the same time, I mentioned to this person that we need more movies and series. I cannot mention or I cannot think of one film, one black film, British black film that encourages having a wife and children. I cannot think of one film, black film in the UK that shows that black family dynamic that can be that can have an impact on a generation. The most recent movie series that we had was Supercell, which is gang related again, and everybody knows in the UK there's a pandemic of young boys, specifically, or majority are black young boys. Don't even get me started with the genre of music of drill. That's another story for another day. That music genre has a huge influence on young people. Just like in my generation, it was grime music. Grime music was extremely heavy. And the adults used to look at us the same way I'm looking at young people today listening to drill music. Adults used to look at my generation watching Kid Out Hood and hyping it up and being influenced by Kid Out Hood is the same way I'm looking now at this generation today, looking at series like Supercell and Blue Story. And I think really it's time, and I urge the black producers, British black producers, if we have many these days, which we don't really when you think about it, directors, to produce and make films that is going to impact us as listen, I'm specifically talking about the black community. I don't know about any other community because I'm black and I know about my community, and I was raised within that environment. So I would encourage the black producers, or even white producers as well, to make movies and series related to a movie that can encourage family dynamic. A movie, one of my favorite series or sitcom that I used to watch back in the days was My Wife and Kids. You know, and as a child, I used to dream about having a family that is constantly happy, a black family, raising children and all sorts. But this is one thing that I've noticed really. This is why I was getting criticized when Blue Story came out. I decided not to watch the movies. And people were talking about how I don't support black. I'm supposed to be supporting blacks movies and show my support. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that because of the plus I'm too old for those type of films, you know, black gang related films. I'm too old for that. And that is not the type of movies really that I want to watch. Although it's harder now to influence me, at this age it's harder to get influenced. However, we should really try to limit those type of films and series. It does not help in the black community. We want to make movies and series that young black boys can grow up wanting to be that father figure that he's seen in the film, they're seeing in the series. Really. But yeah, this is the point that I wanted to bring across really, because it's something that I noticed not recently, for a while now. But yeah, guys, if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe, like and comment. And I'm enjoying doing these videos. This is the Journey of Youth, the channel for the young people. I'm really trying my best not to stay away from politics, but there's a dark cloud in United Kingdom. There is a dark cloud that cannot be ignored. There's a dark cloud that even young people can feel it. You can just smell it and feel it in the air. It's crazy. It's pretty hard and difficult to look away and just let things be, especially if you have children, you know. And I think that also the people, this is almost related anyways to making black films. The people that should have the loudest voice currently in this climate in the UK are the parents. Really, the parents should have the loudest voice. You know, if you're a parent, if you've got children, you shouldn't be the quiet voice in the room. You know, and I think change can be demanded by particularly two type of groups: parents and women. Women and parents. When I say parents, I mean people that are raising children, men and women that are raising children, and women that don't have children, or if they do have children, because in this type of climate that we have right now, I believe and I think that women's voice are the voice that are most likely to be heard and to bring change in this type of climate. Also parents, not men. Men should speak up. Men have been speaking up, but I don't, because what's going on, it's affecting our children, it's affecting our children's future. Yeah, and having women and parents speaking up I believe it can bring change. Yeah, anyways, before I carry on, guys, like and comment, subscribe. This is the Journey of Youth.